All right, let's take a look at gold in this morning's video. I warned my subscribers this morning when gold was back above 1900 to be cautious here that the cartel would almost certainly unleash another attack and try and stop that rally from getting above 1900. And sure enough, that's what happened. So I've been telling my subscribers for a couple of days that we're probably going to have to wait for a weekly swing. I've seen this happen too many times. They whipsaw the market as you're getting close to a bottom, and early buy. They throw out bait to bring in early buyers, and then they turn the market back down and whipsaw them out of positions. And this can happen multiple times before a bottom. So I don't generally try to call a bottom on just a daily cycle swing anymore. It usually just ends up just being you just end up being cannon fodder for the cartel. You have a better chance of scoring the bottom by waiting for a weekly swing than you do trying to pick a daily swing, because they'll usually whipsaw that a couple times. So let me convert this over to a weekly chart, and this is what we're going to look for. We can't form a weekly swing this week because we've made a lower low. We would need to finish somewhere in here this week, and we had a nice reversal going. We were even positive early this morning, but they're going to try and paint this weekly candle and make it harder to form a swing. Now, if we were to end the week up here on Friday, then it would be pretty easy to make a higher high next week and form that weekly swing. But the cartel is going to try and prevent that if at all possible. They're going to try and close this, close to the bottom of this range, and that'll make it much harder to form a weekly swing next week. So that's been my advice, is to just not get in a big hurry to try and buy this. The cartel is going to try and whipsaw people as much as possible. And then we've also got the problem here that, and I've noted this in some of my prior videos, that gold hasn't closed below this cycle uptrend line yet. And most of the time it will. So I'm going to be a bit hesitant to try and call a bottom prior to forming a weekly swing, and also prior to breaking this intermediate uptrend line. And then we've also got the currencies, and I think maybe I noted in one of my other videos as well that it kind of looks like the euro is putting in a little flag here, and we'll have to come down and break that, and that would result in the dollar breaking upwards, which it looks like it's trying to do today. Now, this is that resistance zone, that triple top resistance zone. It's not unusual to get a breakout, and then smart money will sell into that breakout. So you'll have kind of a false move. So I would be very untrusting of a breakout here. I doubt that it's going to give us a sustained move. It's probably going to be a false breakout that brings in a lot of buyers, and then the smart money will dump their dollars off onto those buyers in that breakout. I do think we probably will get a breakout, but a sustained breakout, but I think it's going to be later in the year. I doubt that we're going to get a sustained breakout right here, but a breakout that lasts maybe a day or two or three and convinces everybody that we're off to the races would give the cartel help, not that they need a whole lot, to try and drive gold back below that intermediate uptrend line. And then I would be more inclined to look for and try and call a bottom once gold breaks that intermediate trend line. Right now, I think we're setting up for a false breakout in the dollar, and probably the cartel is going to probably succeed in driving gold below that cycle uptrend line before we can get our final bottom here. I was kind of hoping we would maybe get enough of a rally to push this RSI up to overbought and then get another leg down, but it looks like the cartel is very determined to not allow gold to close back above this 1900 level, and they may very well succeed in preventing that. So a little patience. I'd probably wait for a weekly swing. Doubt that I would, you're probably going to be premature if you're trying to pick a bottom before this trend line gets broken. So a little patience with the metals here. And in the meantime, if we do get a break of this, then I think you're going to get an opportunity to buy some physical silver and physical gold both pretty cheap here in the next week or two.